WMIX Sports. Rams basketball on WMIX and the Section 618 app is powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Mount Vernon Rams basketball is also presented in part by Wren Lake College, Country Financial Agent Josh Bentley, Mays & Sons Plumbing, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Munkin Toyota, Landers Collision Centers, Bean Insurance, People's National Bank, State Farm Agent Tony Welt, SSM Health, Culver's of Mount Vernon, Hennigan and McGovern, Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC, and the Hall Insurance Group. We take you to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams basketball starts now.
Shagnon Gymnasium tonight for a big rivalry matchup. It's the Mount Vernon Rams and the Centralia Orphans, and it's coming up here in about 15 minutes. Good evening. I'm Chris Hugo. Hank Evans alongside. Jeff Crow takes care of the camera tonight for the Section618.com app, while it's Brock Myers in charge of 94.1 FM. It's great to be with you for the Landers Collision Center's pregame live from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. For tonight, the 4-0 Orphans come to Mount Vernon to battle the 2-2 Mount Vernon Rams. And Hank, for the Rams, obviously trials and tribulations to get to that 2-2 mark. Winnable ball games in all 4 games of the Stovetop Stuffing Classic. Fell behind early against Granite City, unable to recover in that third quarter. Led after 3 against the Triad Knights. Triad goes on the run in the fourth to win that one, but then a switch flipped. Tuesday going into Wednesday, they travel to Springfield. They play what was probably the favorite coming in the Springfield Senators. They come away with a big win. Coach Crum benched his starters with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Rams pull away on a nice run. Then the heavy underdog in the tournament, the Taylorville Tornadoes, provided some respite on Saturday. And really, the Rams were able to right their week, and instead of going 0-2, turning into maybe 1-3, they were able to salvage and go 2-2.
Obviously, you want to win every game, but Coach Holloway will be the first to tell you Mount Vernon certainly got much better from, I think the tournament started on a Monday up until Saturday. Poor shooting the first 2 games, actually outplayed Triad, who's 5-0, by the way. Outplayed him for 3.5 quarters. And obviously, we probably didn't give enough credit for that win at Springfield. 3rd game in 3 nights. You know, poor shooting first 2 games and just ran them off the floor in their own gym.
Certainly did. And, of course, you talk about Taylorville still struggling, but the Triad Knights, as Hank mentioned, 5-0 on the year. They beat the Springfield Senators on their home floor on Saturday night to wrap up that tournament after the Rams beat Taylorville. And really for Triad, they beat them 43-41, I think. It was a 2-point game, and Springfield had a chance to tie or take the lead, either overtime or come away with a win, and missed an opportunity. So the Triad Knights come out of there undefeated, and that sends the Rams now to an undefeated team in the Centralia Orphans. They're 4-0 coming in. We'll talk about that next on this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Visit Landers Toy and Collision Centers for heavy truck and camper repairs. Call 1-888-LANDERS for all of your heavy-duty truck repair and camper repair needs. They offer 24-hour emergency services and towing for all vehicles on the road. We'll take a break and come back, and we'll talk about the Centralia Orphans in this South 7 Conference matchup. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Need work but not finding anything requiring skill or experience?
Yeah, I need a job where I can continue to grow, not start over flipping burgers.
Do you like working with your hands?
Yes.
Have you managed a team or operations before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you're exactly who we're looking for.
Walgreens Distribution Center is hosting walk-in Wednesdays from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Meet directly with HR to apply and interview. Offers will be made to qualified candidates on spot. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free work.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
94.1 FM and worldwide. You can watch us live on the Section618.com app tonight. Mount Vernon Rams, Centralia Orphans. It is the predominant rivalry, of course, in Southern Illinois, and especially the South 7 Conference, as these two battle it tonight. The Orphans are 4-0. They won the Hoopsgiving Classic last week at Roxana. Beat the likes of Civic Memorial, Roxana, Marquette. That's Alton Marquette and Gateway Legacy Christian, and they go 4-0. 4-0 is 4-0 regardless of who you beat. Obviously, probably not the best tournament for Centralia, being a dominant 3A team, but they went there and beat some 2As, a 3A, and God knows what out of Missouri, and came away 4-0.
And to be honest, they weren't really challenged. Most of their games were blowouts, or even the last two where they were up 10 or 12 points the whole game. Cruz Harlan pretty well dominated that tournament as he took home the MVP hardware, and he averaged about 19 points a game that week.
And, of course, I believe started out with a 28-point win over Civic. 55-19, the final over Roxana. They beat Marquette by 11. Maybe struggled, maybe some disinterest, maybe not giving Gateway Legacy enough credit. And when I say that, I mean me not giving them enough credit. Orphans only won that by 7. They come in with a very talented starting 5. Never mind the fact that they lost one of their top guys, Kobe Wilmuth, to transfer to O'Fallon. We'll see him tomorrow night in the Southern Illinois Classic, the headlining game here at Shagnon Gymnasium in this shootout tomorrow. They lose him. Mike McManus, longtime voice of the Centralia Orphans, once said Lee Bennett could take 5 guys out of PE, dress them up, and win 15 games, and certainly could be seeing that again this year.
Lee Bennett deserves all the accolades he gets. I think sometimes we sell the talent level of Centralia just a little short. They just haven't had a ton of size over the years, but they've had plenty of very good guards. However, this year, probably one of their bigger teams. They're going to start 3 guys in the 6'3", 6'4" range, and they've got a true post presence this year in the 6'4" sophomore Dustin Collins.
And Dustin Collins made a big name for himself. Understand there might be a shakeup to the starting lineup tonight. We'll get those starters later on this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Again, sponsored by Hall Insurance Group. Let Hall Insurance Group do the shopping for you. Log on to hallinsgroup.com and get a quote fast at 618-244-7500 or hallinsgroup.com. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. We'll take a break, come back. Here on this Landers Collision Center's pregame show, we'll get you the Munkin Toyota, Munkin Nissan, Munkin Chevrolet keys to the game. It's all straight ahead. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Hey, Ram Nation, let's talk about winning. It's what you do. Whether on the court, field, or in a classroom, you never settle for less than your best. To get a big win in your next step of education, consider Ren Lake College. With over 100 programs, NJCAA sanctioned athletics, affordable tuition, and small class sizes, you know you'll be getting a win with high-quality education. You could join the workforce with the skills you'll learn with a certificate or degree, or go to a 4-year college at fraction of the price. Visit rlc.edu. Ren Lake College. Your journey starts here.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
One more reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin?
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just take it from our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. Delicious. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to Delicious.
There's only so much time in the day. That's why People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with P&B To Go mobile banking. P&B To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with P&B To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
A loud Shagnon Gymnasium tonight for this rivalry matchup, the Mount Vernon Rams and the Centralia Orphans. Good evening again. I'm Chris Hugo. Hank Evans alongside for this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Landers Collision Center would love to welcome Welch Collision Center to the Landers family. Now with more locations to serve you, call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. The Mount Vernon Rams, for whatever reason, since 2007, their record against the Orphans, not aesthetically pleasing. What do they have to get a win here tonight, Hank?
It's not going to be easy. First of all, Cruz Harlan, the last time we saw him, Chris, it was at the Holiday Tournament, a third-place game. He lit up Mount Vernon for 28 points. Somehow, someway, the Rams got to slow him down. He has range all the way out to the volleyball line. offensively for Mount Vernon, I can tell you right now, Centralia is going to switch most everything on defense. They're going to keep Bourret out of the lane, make him a jump shooter. McClure, Roland Adams, and even Kerry Richardson have to step up and make outside shots. And this stingy defense Centralia brings, as usual, giving up 35 points a game. Can Mount Vernon somehow, some way get a few easy baskets, maybe a couple stickbacks, King and Pilson, maybe a couple transition baskets? I mean, somehow Mount Vernon's got to get a few easy scores.
That they do. And, of course, peace of mind comes standard at Munkin Toyota with Toyota Care. You're covered with maintenance and roadside assistance for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Or ask about longer protection with Toyota Care Plus. Find out more at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Of course, that record lopsided in favor of Centralia since, again, about 2007. Rams have won some key matchups, of course, a couple of regionals over the Orphans. The Orphans have done the same thing to the Rams, however, but you would hope fare better here at the home floor at Shagnon Gymnasium tonight.
Well, and especially after last year with Centralia beat Mount Vernon 4 times. And, of course, somehow 3 of them ended up being in third place, which that's just kind of how it works. But, Centralia brings back all their guards. They're going to be a handful yet again.
Rams are 1-0 on the night. They beat the JV Orphans 54-41 in a game that just wrapped up about 10 minutes ago. So the Rams off to a hot start tonight with a JV win over Centralia. We'll see what happens here in the varsity contest. In case you missed them, the keys to the game were handed to us by Munkin Toyota, Munkin Nissan, and Munkin Chevrolet, the Munkin family of dealerships at Mount Vernon and Centralia. Glad to have those of you watching online via the Section618.com app, or those of you right here on your radio, 94.1 FM. It's great to be with you on a little bit of a warmer Friday here in the King City. The temperature got into the 50s, much better than what we returned home to from Effingham last night. Of course, it was cold up there in the 217, but a little bit of a warmer day today. And, of course, you hope the action is just as hot here tonight.
Certainly do. I'd like to see Mount Vernon, shoot a little better from the outside and hopefully get Colin McClure going. He didn't shoot it well last week. They're going to need him to provide some senior leadership tonight.
And it doesn't get any easier for the Rams. I mean, tomorrow night notwithstanding, I know the expectations are for a win over the Salem Wildcats, a 5:30 matchup. Who knows? Great regional rivalry potential there. But, you talk about out of the frying pan into the fire with so many tough matchups before the Christmas holiday and before going into the aforementioned Centralia Holiday Tournament, where anything can happen.
And certainly you got Centralia now. I know Mount Vernon plays, I believe, Marion before the Christmas. They go to T-Town on the road. And I believe they play at Effingham also. There'll certainly be some road tests for Mount Vernon as they head into Christmas.
I was trying to get into the Google Sheets that was so kindly shared with me by Athletic Director Seth English. And, of course, they have Althoff here at home next Friday. This is after Salem tomorrow. But Althoff next Friday, next Saturday at Effingham. The Cahokia Comanches come to town on the Friday before Christmas. And then a rare Tuesday night conference matchup at Cuss Wilson Gymnasium in Marion. And that is before heading to T-Town to wrap up the Christmas holidays. So that Christmas ham may be a little saltier if the Rams don't come away with some W's.
And it's going to be a tough matchup in the Centralia Holiday Tournament. And Mount Vernon is likely to play an early morning game, maybe at 10:30, maybe if they get lucky, a 1:15. And they'll play a very good team right off the bat at Centralia.
Lee Bennett shifted away from his usual Mount Vernon Centralia attire. Normally, the Styrofoam cup of Mountain Dew, the white dress shirt with a red tie and slacks, and a little bit of a dress-down look for D.L. Bennett.
I believe he got his 600th win last year against Mount Vernon in that 3rd and 4th place game. So he's up at about 615 wins and counting.
We'll take a quick break. We'll honor America here from Stanley Shagnon Gymnasium. When we come back, we'll have those Hall Insurance Group starting lineups still to come. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
It's truck time here at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Chris Wilson here. If you've ever wondered what you'd look like behind the wheel of a brand new Tacoma or Tundra, I'm here to tell you we can make it happen. Not only are these trucks dependable, they are sharp. We've got 60 months, 4.29% APR for qualified buyers. And with interest rates these days, you know that won't last long. The Tacoma and Tundra are both loaded with features you won't find on any other truck models. Come check them out at Munkin Toyota and tell them Chris sent you.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. At Landers Towing and Collision, we think that building a winning team is essential to providing our customers with the best service possible. Some of the products we have to offer include pre- and post-repair scanning for a clean bill of health, unibody and structural repair measuring, frame measuring and repair, and ADAS calibrations. ADAS is a network of sensors, cameras, modules, and programming that assist in driving and parking functions. Choosing the correct team to repair your vehicle that has evolved alongside this technology is essential for a safe and quality repair. That's why we have spent countless hours providing our technicians with the highest level of training the industry has to offer. ICAR Gold Class Certified Collision Repair Training. We would like to welcome our newest members to the team, the Welch Collision Center family. Now with more locations to serve you, big or small, we tow and fix them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app, this is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
94.1 FM, we're live. You can watch it. WMIXsports.com, WMIX Sports on YouTube, or the Section618.com app. Tap on the Rams banner on the display there. But first, before any of that, the explanations of how you can watch us on any TV imaginable, let's meet the starting lineup tonight presented by Hall Insurance Group.
And you're right, a little different look for the Orphans as they come in tonight. South 7 opener 4-0. The guards will be a 5'9 junior, number 4, Cruz Harlan. Another guard, a 5'9 junior, 54, Darrell Jones. 6'3 senior forward, number 20, Caden Lusch. A 6'4 senior forward, number 30, Titus Ashford. And a very big man, 6'2 senior, number 50, Ja'Kais Brown. The head coach of the Orphans in his 16th season is Lee Bennett. For the Mount Vernon Rams, they're 2-2. The guard will be a 5'11 junior, number 5, Navante Nesbitt. Another guard, a 6-foot senior, number 15, Colin McClure. The third guard, 6'1 senior, number 1, Kerry Richardson. And a forward, a 6'3 senior, number 3, Roland Adams. And in the middle, 6'4 junior, number 50, R.J. King. And the head coach of the Mount Vernon Rams is Tim Holloway.
Starting lineups are presented by Hall Insurance Group. Let them do the shopping for you. Call 618-244-7500 or go to hallinsgroup.com. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside the Mount Vernon Rams, coached by Tim Holloway. The Centralia Orphans, coached by Lee Bennett, as we're about to get underway from Shagnon Gymnasium tonight from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Rams basketball is driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, number 1 volume dealer in all of Southern Illinois. As this one's about to get underway, the Rams cheerleaders will wrap up their routine. Teams are in their respective huddles. And we're about to have the jump ball here tonight. Explore a multitude of vehicles at Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. See for yourself at holzhauers.com. Mark Parker will tip the basketball. Your other officials tonight are Jimmy Cowsen and Shane Bennett, the officiating crew here tonight.
Centralia going to bring Dustin Collins off the bench with kind of a late scratch, a little late change.
Roland Adams for the Rams with a bit of a twist. Caden Lusch for the Orphans. Rebound, or I should say the basketball be controlled by the Orphans to get underway.
Nesbitt on Harlan, matchup to watch.
Bounce pass and a lead up the left baseline. Easy points for Titus Ashford. It'll stick the Orphans on top, 2-0 here in the early going. 7:44 left here in this first quarter. Just underway from Shagnon. Adams with it up top, leaving it for McClure. Back to Adams. They swing into the corner for Nesbitt. Bouray going to come to the wing. Trying to dribble in, kicks. 3 on the way, McClure. Yes! Mays and Sons Plumbing three-pointer for Colin McClure, and the Rams get on the board first.
That's a big early shot to get Colin going.
Out of the far corner, that is Ashford with the basketball. To Ja'Kais Brown, gets it right back out of the short corner. Pivots around, slide pass. Almost picked off by Kerry Richardson. Lusch able to find Harlan in the paint. We're going to get a foul. That'll be the first on the Rams. 7:12 mark of this opening quarter. It's 3-2 Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon getting caught overplaying on defense. Centralia's backdooring them to death right now.
Waiting for someone to inbound the basketball. Looks like it'll be Titus Ashford to take care of business. 7:12 left first quarter. 3-2. That's the Ram lead. Quick bounce pass to the guard. Cruz Harlan. Going to back it up to the volleyball line. Throws over to the right side. Good ball fake there. Lush back to Harlan. Now to Lush at the free throw line. Ja'Kai Brown. Nothing there on a Valpo play. They'll kick it back to the outside. Harlan had a touch to Brown. Just outside the paint. Working against R.J. King. Puts up a jumper anyway. It's no good. It's an air ball. Rebound will go. Kerry Richardson of the Rams.
That's a shot Mount Vernon will give up all night.
6:50 left. First quarter action here. Shagnon Gymnasium. Rams with the basketball. It is Richardson off of the right sideline. Looking in. Nothing there. McClure out of the short corner. Hands off to Rowland coming around. Now to McClure for a three. Is he feeling it? Yes! Another Mays & Sons Plumbing three-pointer for Colin McClure, and he has all 6 for the Vernoy.
You know, he didn't shoot it well last week. We knew at some point he was going to get going.
And now Harlan off of the pass. It was a bounce pass at the elbow, but he took an extra step after he got it, as if he was the anchor man in track getting the baton. Turns it over. It's 6-2 Rams, off to a hot start early thanks to Colin McClure.
Great start for Mount Vernon.
In front of the volleyball line is Nesbitt. Trying to go left. Throws into the corner for Adams. He'll try a three. No good. Rebound. It'll be Lush. Jones into the front court for Centralia. Red clad, white trim. Trying to get a ball screen. Nothing there. Runs into Adams. Throws off to the corner. Ashford inside. Brown. It'll be tipped away. It's recovered by McClure. The hot hand early. 2 minutes in. Rams are up 4 at 6-2. Now Nesbitt off of the right wing. Crossover dribble. Goes into the paint. Off the glass. No good. RJ the rebound. Puts it back up and in. And one coming for R.J. King. We talked about it on the way back from the Ham last night that the Rams needed to incorporate or get R.J. involved and needed some shots from Colin McClure. Both of those two things have happened here early.
Certainly one of those easy baskets we talked about, kind of I call it the junkyard dog mentality.
And one coming here for the Rams. Let's see how that developed again. Nice move into the paint for Nesbitt, but cleaning it up was R.J. King off of the board, and now he's at the free throw line. Free throw is good, a three-point play. And it's 9-2 Rams.
It's just mentally nice to have a lead on these guys. Mount Vernon really didn't lead much in all 4 games last year.
Lush with a left-hand dribble, top of the key. Throws off to Jones off of the left wing. Now back, right arc. This is Ja'Kai Brown getting the start tonight. He'll hand off. Coming up to the top of the key is Ashford looking for Jones. Back to Ashford, right arc. Jones at the volleyball line. Josh Finley sponsors our Ram of the Week award to help protect what matters most. Call Josh Finley, your local country financial agent in Mount Vernon. Jones a move off the dribble drive. Nothing there. Kicks out to Brown. They're going to let him have that if he wants it. Now finally a handoff to Harlan. Head fake. He'll drive left. Stops at the elbow. Pivots. Throws back to Jones. The volleyball line. Rams up 7. 5:07 left in the first. It's a 9-2 game. Lush off of the far sideline. Nice bounce pass into the paint. Leads to a layup for who else? Cruz Harlan.
And backdoor yet again.
Orphans cut it to 5. It's 9-4 Rams. Hope I got that. That was a good play. Now Rams looking for a good play of their own. McClure, 3 on the way. Yes! 3 of 3 from the arc. And the Ram lead is out to 8, 12-4.
McClure was saving them all for tonight, wasn't
he? Yes, he was. 4:34 left in the first quarter. That was another Mays & Sons Plumbing 3. Lush off at the far sideline in front of Holloway. That's Tim Holloway.
He could shoot, too.
Yes, 3 out of the corner now for the Orphans. They have the answer, and that one was from Titus Ashford. He has 5 of the 7. Off of the far sideline, this is Roland Adams. His pass we tipped out of bounds. We're going to look at that play by the Orphans again that led to the Harlan layup. It's a nice bounce pass into the paint. They made it look easy.
It's like Logan Meyer checking in for the Orphans. Lush will take a seat.
McClure will inbound here on the near sideline, where the old hash would have been. Into the backcourt. Nesbitt will bring it across. 4:07 left in the first quarter if you just tuned in. Rams 12, Orphans 7 here in the early going. Roland Adams with the basketball. The former Salem Wildcat will hand off to the right wing for Kerry Richardson. He's knocked down a couple of big threes in the short term. Hasn't had a look tonight, but he'll throw to the left sideline. Stolen away by Harlan. He'll dribble it out. Oh, and then they'll get the foul on Richardson, but he's going to make him earn it from the free throw line.
Man, I'm not sure he fouled him there. No. That's going to be the second foul, and I expect Morrison to probably come off the bench. Looks like he is.
So Jacob Morrison will check in here for the Rams. Streaming presented by Rend Lake College. Rams fans love winning. It's what you do. Discover your next big win at Rend Lake College. Right here in your own backyard. It's one of the state's most affordable colleges. Visit rlc.edu for more info. First free throw good by Harlan. He'll have another. That cuts it to 12-8. Can make it a one-possession game if he can knock down the second. 94.1 FM tonight on your radio dial, or watch us live. Listen live. We have two different feeds on the section618.com app. Or if you decide you don't like us, our sister station X95, their feed is available on the same application. Both free throws are good for Harlan. It's 12-9.
You got Millsap checked in for McClure.
3:43 left here in the quarter. Morrison for a three. The lefty shot no good. Back iron. Daryl Jones will chase it down for the Orphans. They rush toward the front court. Jones across now near Roland Adams. Finds Ashford. Back to Jones on the right volleyball line to Ashford. Swinging it left side here for Logan Meyer. Right hand dribble. Will have a double dribble. Thought I saw left. Then I thought I saw time elapse. Then I saw right. And I do see a turnover on Centralia.
And that's 3 early turnovers. Pretty uncharacteristic for the Orphans.
We'll try to get you scores tonight, presented by Tony Wiltz, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him around town or in that famous white State Farm Jeep. Off a pivot here, it's Morrison looking for Bourret. There's Nesbitt at the volleyball line on the ram horn. You see it from a different angle this year. We're on the other side of the gym now here in 22-23. A much bigger space as Adams looking for a bigger shot. It's a three. No good off the back iron. Rebound to Meyer. Leads it for Jones into the front court up the right wing. 3-minute mark of the first. Still 12-9. Rams in control thus far. They're up 3. Hand check there, and they're going to finally whistle it. That'll be on a Quentin Millsap. As Jones was trying to break toward the paint, we're getting ready to see Caden Luce check back in for the Orphans.
Third team foul on Mount Vernon, first on Millsap.
Get a look at Wyatt Pilson off of the bench here. Provide a little bit of a spark here. RJ had a big start to the game. He'll take a seat for a breather.
And Pilson's going to rebound, defend, hopefully get a couple offensive rebounds.
Box set. It goes to the back door off of the bounce for Luce. He's trying to hand off. Reverse layup coming for Harlan. He gets it easily, and the Orphans are within one at 12-11. 6 points in the quarter for Harlan, and now that one will be back tapped away from the Ram with the basketball. The Rams will turn it over underneath. See how much we got of that one with Cruz Harlan a moment ago. He's got the pass, gets the easy look at a reverse layup, and does the rest. And that cuts it to a one-point game if you just watch the replay on the section618.com app. 12-11 score, Rams by 1. McClure going to check in with the hot hand. We're going to get our first look on the night at Marlon Price, and we talked about what the Orphan game plan would be at length on the way home from the girls' game last night, and so far the Orphans are executing.
Yep, they're going to take away Nesbitt's dribble penetration. And Dustin Collins is checking the game. He had a big week last week.
Volleyball line 3, not there for Cruz Harlan. He was hot enough at Roxana.
Mulberry Grove. Roxana, the Hoops Giving Classic.
At that time, probably don't mind that shot. Looks like there's an illegal screen somewhere on the floor. It'll be a turnover and an offensive foul on the Mount Vernon Rams. 2:16 remains in the first. It's 12-11. Mount Vernon by 1 as Nesbitt checks back in. Millsap checks out.
That's 2 fouls on Millsap along with Kerry Richardson. And Mount Vernon just can't have Nesbitt on the bench very much.
Orthopedic urgent care now open. No appointment necessary. Walk in daily 8-4. Harlan with it at the volleyball line. Off of the elbow, throws to the outside. Daryl Jones with it for the Orphans. Again, dressed in red, white trim. Centralia across the fronts. Rams in their home whites with orange and black trim. Mount Vernon abbreviated across the chest. There's just the Mount, not the Vernon. Harlan gets it right back off a ball screen on the arc. The 2 on the way, no good. Rebound will go to Luce. Poked away by Nesbitt, recovered by Jones. Out of the corner, they reset it to the timeline. Wide open NBA 3 for Harlan. Good.
He can never be that wide open. That cannot happen.
With his dad, the Hall of Famer, looking on. The Mount Vernon Hall of Famer, mind you.
Looks like he can still play.
Very good shape. 3 on the way. The answer from McClure, no good. He missed one. He's human. Roland Adams will chase down the rebound, throw it off a Luce, and it's recovered by Titus Ashford, who gets it up ahead to Jones. Backdoor lob. That's not R.J. Kukuski. Good effort, though, by Dustin Collins, and the Orphans will turn it over. R.J. Kukuski terrorized many a teams on the backdoor lob.
Had a little 1,200 points in his career, the former Grand Prairie Wildcat.
The desired Woodlawn Cardinal that ended up in Centralia.
That's where I was going.
Desired.
I went to school with a few Kukuskis.
And now inside they will go. That's Nesbitt with his first good look of the night. Rebound will be tipped out. Last touch by the Rams. 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. 14-12. The Orphans have stormed back. I believe at one point it was 12-4. This is a 10-0 run unofficially.
It's a little demoralizing, to tell you the truth, as you feel like Mount Vernon's played awful well, and you look up and they're behind.
Harlan across the timeline. Now to Jones off the left volleyball line. They find Collins. Caden Lucia with it up top. Back to the right wing for Ashford. They have Collins on the right. To the left they have Lucia. We're going to have a foul here with a rump, as Daryl Jones will go a-flying.
Sorry, the fifth team foul on Mount Vernon.
It's one foul on the Orphans so far.
You always wonder how they defend the way they do and not foul.
Ja'Kais Brown will inbound here, right at the bucket for Centralia out of a box set. They work into Jones, gets a screen off the wing, now back into the corner. Three on the way from the sideline, and one. Unbelievable. Harlan knocks down the three, gets the 4-point play on the Ram foul, their sixth. Let's watch that again. Just a simple work off of the sideline. That's a legitimate foul, too. I mean, not a flop. Yeah, that was full body. That's a 15-yard penalty on roughing the kicker. And that stretches the Orphan lead to 5. Looking to make it 6 if you're Cruz Harlan at the line. He has 12, looking for 13. There it is. 18-12 Centralia, 38 seconds left in the first. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. Jeff Crow taking care of the video. Brock Myers at the studio as Marlon Price has it for the Rams. Hands off to Cole Timmons. Deep left wing action here, Colin McClure. Back to Bourret at the center circle to the right sideline for Marlon Price with 19 seconds. 18-12 Centralia. Rams could use a bucket before the quarter end. Possession arrow does favor the King City, so they should, in theory, have it, barring a jump ball here before the end of the quarter. Left wing now, McClure stops at the top, throws over to the right side. Nesbitt going to have to make a move with 3, and with 2.9 seconds left. Good job on the clock to stop that. Before any more time comes off, that'll be Harlan's first, team's second. It'll be a side out of bounds. They're going to rely on Nesbitt. Probably try to isolate a shooter with 2.9 seconds left. Side out of bounds, near sideline. The throw, they look for McClure, trying to get him to get a shot off. Nope, right back to Nesbitt for a 3 at the buzzer. Good.
That's big.
Huge. Mason Sons Plumbing three-pointer to wrap up the quarter. After one, the Centralia Orphans 18, the Mount Vernon Rams 15. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Need work but not finding anything requiring skill or experience?
Yeah, I need a job where I can continue to grow, not start over flipping burgers.
Do you like working with your hands?
Yes.
Have you managed a team or operations before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you're exactly who we're looking for.
Walgreens Distribution Center is hosting Walk-In Wednesdays from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Meet directly with HR to apply and interview. Offers will be made to qualified candidates on spot. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free work.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
All the action driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville as we head to the second quarter in the King City. The Mount Vernon Rams trailing the Centralia Orphans 18-5 as the Orphans closed the quarter on a 14-3 run to take a 3-point lead. It was a hot start, however, for the Rams.
Rams opened up 9-2 before Cruz Harlan took over. He had Cruz Harlan 13 points in the first quarter.
Up top with it now is Devontae Nesbitt. Bourret gives over to the left side for Roland Adams. Back to the right for Kerry Richardson. 4 starters and a Pilsen for the Rams here offensively. They throw it to the outside here for McClure. Looks back to reset to Nesbitt at the center circle with 7:36 left in the first half. Left-hand dribble for Nesbitt to the wing. Stops top, throws right wing for Collin. McClure trying to drive, nothing there. Good defense by the Orphans, Mr. Meyer. Lost sight of the first name for a second. That was Logan Meyer. Throw to the corner. 3 on the way for Adams. No good. Back iron. Rebound. Devontae puts it up. Yes. Cuts it to 1. 7:10 left. First half. The Rams down just 1. 18-17 to Centralia. Into the front court is Daryl Jones. Off of the right wing. Looking to the left for Logan Meyer. Ja'Kais Brown. They'll dare him to shoot it. Now Logan Meyer left of the arc. Back to the right side. Jones, the lefty three on the way, in and out. An unlucky shot, but Ja'Kai Brown a lucky rebound and an unlucky follow. Rams get the basketball, headed the other way. Bourret into the front court, kicks Adams. He'll drive. Baseline, runner, no. Rebound will fall to Logan Meyer. Orphans with the basketball. 6:39 left in the half. 18-17 Centralia. Left hand dribble. Ooh, a nice pick of the pocket there by Devontae, but the Orphans recover. Daryl Jones trying to pick a spot. Wants to somehow get to Cruz Harlan more than likely, but Logan Meyer a ball fake, throws to the right side. They're just going to keep running through traffic here until they can get the look that they want.
They want to catch Mount Vernon sleeping and hit him back door.
Near wing, that was Meyer. To Daryl Jones, a head fake, he'll drive dribble. Got away with a walk, maybe. Nope. It'll be a turnover on Centralia, and it puts the Rams in striking distance. Let's watch that play a moment ago. Just a nice little putback there for the Rams.
That's 2 step backs by Mount Vernon, one of our keys to the game.
18-17, Rams down 1 to Centralia, 5:59 mark. Nice play to the paint. Oh, that did not go in for Devontae Nesbitt, but the way that he was able to contort that body, that frame, using step-by-step, dribble by dribble, at least gets himself to the free throw line for a pair.
We're going to see him keep getting better and better, aren't we?
Yes. Would have loved to have seen some sophomore kinks worked out a year ago, but he's come on big again as a junior. First free throw good. He'll have another. Ties it at 18 here with 5:56 left in the first half.
He's talking to Coach Holloway before the game. He couldn't speak more highly of Devontae Nesbitt off the court. He said you won't find a more mature individual.
Wrens fans, listen up. We know you like winning because it's what you do. Wren Lake College is affordable and close to home. Prepares you for the workforce or a 4-year. Now that's a win. Nesbitt makes both as RLC powers our video streaming. 19-18 Rams up 1. 5:50 mark of this second quarter. Jones across the timeline to the right wing in front of the Ram bench.
7-0 run by Mount Vernon.
They needed it.
Great response.
Collins with it. Left-hand dribble to the top. Looking back to the right side now for Daryl Jones. He finds Lush. Looking for Logan Meyer off of the arc here on the near side in front of us. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth as we see the Orphans with the basketball down 1, 19-18. Good move there. Fake the pass. Now a spin. Probably took too many steps and be stripped out of bounds.
Missed
Looking
a travel.
to go was Dustin Collins.
That was a travel all day. Switch the old pivot feet.
5:22 left, second quarter. 19-18 Rams by 1. Quick bounce pass to Harlan. Throws into the corner looking for Jones. And they might have just thrown it away. It'll be tipped around. Still tipped. Recovered by King. Able to find Richardson looking for the behind the back. It ends up as a pass, not a dribble. Roland Adams trying to go to the back door. They'll have a jump ball. And the possession arrow favors the Orphans.
That's a little quick on the jump ball, I thought.
I did too. That one was loose.
Yeah. Be only the third turnover for Mount Vernon.
5:11 left, second quarter. 19-18, the Ram lead. Orphans with the basketball and a left-hand dribble for Cruz Harlan. I was going to say we'd get it over the timeline, but he threw to Jones. Parallel passing here with the volleyball line. Now they look to the right arc. Logan Meyer with the basketball. 4:54 to play in the half. 19-18 Rams by 1. Centralia with the basketball. Collins wide open three is short. Rebound will go to Nesbitt, headed the other way. In transition, Bourret. Nice step. What do we got? They will go charge. Started to Euro step toward the basket, looking for the lay-in. And it'll be a turnover and a foul.
I think this official out top was going to call a block. And here's the problem. That's a second foul on Bourret. I don't think you can take him out, really.
Tim Holloway trying to plead his case.
Now we'll see if Centralia tries to isolate Harlan on Nesbitt. Pick up that third foul.
Daryl Jones with the basketball here for the Orphans. Looking for Meyer, and it's tipped out of bounds by the Rams.
Yeah, Millsap's going to check in for Nesbitt. That's Ashford checking back in for the Orphans. How long would you sit Nesbitt? I just don't think you can afford to have him not on the floor.
No. 3 on the way for Cruz Harlan.
Wow.
Good. Hit the front of the iron, fell through. That's a big shot. Their first points of the quarter. 21-19 Orphans.
He's a shooter. You get those rolls sometimes.
Now left side for Roland Adams, looking for the answer. It's no good, back iron. And the rebound will trickle out of bounds. They'll give it to the Orphans.
I think they switched it. I think it's going Mount Vernon's way.
Okay. Contact Josh Finley at Country Financial today. Talk about how he can help ensure the future you're dreaming of. Sponsor of our Ram of the Week award. Devontae Nesbitt, this week's winner. Again, waiting on individual pictures from the school. We've had some numerical changes over the past year. Still waiting on Justice Malone from last week. Helps if you send the email to ask for it, too. Finally got that done.
Who's in charge of that?
As Richardson was looking for the inside, Jones will get the steal, headed the other way. Mid-post, he'll go left. Missed the shot. Rebound is going to be blocked on the putback by Collins. Rams will bring it into the front court.
That's a great block by R.J. King.
3, Richardson, no. Off the back of the iron. Rebound tipped by R.J. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by the Rams. And the Rams will get a break here.
Nesbitt's checking back in. We'll see if they switch up on defense and maybe have somebody else guard.
Unless everybody else saw something I didn't see, this should be Orphan basketball.
Well, I'm not going to complain.
No, Rams will take it. 21-19 score. They're down 2. Millsap with it.
Get it to number 5.
Looking for the lob to the Bouret. There it is. Off of the wing, near side. 3:35 left in the half. The action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. Good drive here. Navante hit the front of the iron and rolled back over. He has 4 in the quarter, I believe. We're tied at 21.
6 in a quarter, 9 in a game.
3:18 left in the half, tied at 21. With the basketball is Titus Ashford. I don't know. My book's messed up.
I got you. I got her. Mount Vernon scored 6 in a quarter.
I put 2 too many on the previous one. 2:55 left, first half, tied at 21. Orphans with the basketball, looking inside into the paint. It was to Harlan. It was knocked away. He'll fall out of bounds with it. It'll be a turnover on the Orphans. Go back with the Rams. 2:51 to play in the second.
And with Nesbitt 2 fouls, Mount Vernon switches Millsap on Harlan, and great job getting in the passing lane. A Quentin Millsap.
Trying to find some scores, presented by Tony Wiltz, your State Farm agent. Having a local agent matters for your insurance. His State Farm team ready to help. 2:45 left, first half. Rams 21, Orphans 21. It's Mount Vernon with the basketball. Home whites, orange and black trim. Price will hand off. McClure was hot in the first. 3 of 4 from beyond the arc.
Right now, I like Nesbitt just clearing out.
2:30 to go, second quarter. Nice jump stop there, but Millsap throws back to the outside for Price.
Get it to number 5.
Left of the circle, McClure does just that.
Now Centralia is going to try to draw charge here. It's going to have to jump stop.
Nesbitt with the basketball. Throwing to McClure for 3. No, short that time. Rebound will be tipped all the way. It'll actually be out of bounds off of the Orphans. Good job by Navante. He tipped it off of Ja'Kai Brown. And Lee Bennett not happy at the performance of his team right now. Collins in, Brown out. And now the Rams will use a Quentin Millsap in front of the scorer's table to inbound. Southern Illinois Classic here tomorrow. We'll have 2 games for you. The Lady Rams and Alton at 11:30. That'll be the opening matchup. And then we'll have the Rams and Salem at 5:30. Nice move here, Marlon Price. Shot will be blocked out of bounds by Dustin Collins as he tried to go right at him, and it ends up as the Rams having the inbound off of the baseline here, maybe left of the bucket.
Marlon might want to institute a head fake or a shot fake into his repertoire.
So Price will take a seat. Adams will check in. Looks like it's starters for the Rams. Nope. No Richardson. There's a Millsap. On Forrester on the inbound. Rams look up the left sideline, and they get it in to Adams, whose back foot came down on the sideline, and the Rams turn it over on an unforced error. Got to go to the right spot to check in. Things you don't notice on the other side. Now that we've moved over here, you get a good look at the sideline.
And Morrison's checking in, trying to protect Nesbitt with 2 fouls.
Minute 55 to play in the half. We're tied at 21. WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, and all of Southern Illinois. A free service from Withers Broadcasting near the top of the hour. Left arc, Darrell Jones with the basketball, throwing to the top. Titus Ashford back to the right side. Good head fake by Cruz Harlan, but the feet didn't follow, and it'll be a turnover.
Uncharacteristic 7 turnovers for the Orphans as Nesbitt will check back in on offense.
So with 1:39 left in the half, tied at 21, the Rams will inbound. It'll be McClure in the backcourt for Devontae Nesbitt. We're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth on this Friday night. Rams and Centralia tied at 21, 90 seconds left in the second quarter. Right of the circle, this is Bourret, better known to you as Devontae Nesbitt. Up top, Roland Adams. Nesbitt off of the far sideline. Right hand dribble to the paint floater, off window, good. No need to call bank for that.
Chris, I like his game. I don't know if you can tell the way I talk about him.
I don't know if anybody knows this or not. He's pretty good. Yeah. Made the all-tournament team at the Stovetop Stuffing Classic. Up top, nice slide pass. There it is again. That play's been there, but the backhand layup will not be there for Cruz Harlan as he slid down left post, and now we'll go to the line to shoot two.
I believe that'll be 3 on Millsap. We'll see if Mount Vernon can make some halftime adjustments and take that play away.
So Cole Timmons will check in, more than likely to replace Millsap, just to maybe spell some foul trouble. Harlan at the line. Makes the first. A tremendous middle infielder.
Looking forward to, I'll see him several times this spring. Home and away.
Wow. Missed the second, and now on the foul to go the other way. Of course, we talk about middle infielders in the South 7. Rams now coached by one of their best in history, the all-time career runs leader, second baseman Pierce Bora. May have gone to shortstop his senior year, if memory serves correctly, but the Rams actually should have another good middle infield themselves.
I believe Colin McClure will be part of it, and I believe McGee.
Speedy. Kid's got some wheels.
He's one of those, call him 5-tool players.
Back to hoops as McClure has it on the right wing. Rams 23, Orphans 22. 48 seconds left in this second quarter. Cole Timmons with the basketball. Throwing to the right wing now for Devontae Nesbitt.
I believe the Rams be happy to get the last shot.
Adams will throw to the right wing for Colin McClure. Half minute to play, second quarter. All the action again driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. We're buying a vehicle is simple, easy, and fun. This game is fun so far as we near halftime. Oh, good dribble move by Nesbitt, but stolen away. Jones into the front court. Spin, layup, no. Rebound will be tipped to Cole Timmons. Good job by RJ to get it to Cole. Now across the timeline is Bourret. Throws to the outside. McClure ball fake. Throwing back to Devontae. Kicks to the right side. Timmons for a three. No good. Rebound, Nesbitt puts it back up and in. Wow. 25-22 will be your halftime score on that putback by Bourret Nesbitt. We'll have your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show coming up. Halftime score, Mount Vernon 25, Orphans 22. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
This is Jeff Schmidt from Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC. We offer the best price and best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles in the area, like the new 2022 GMC Sierra. No matter where you're heading or what task needs tackling, there's a GMC Sierra 1500 that's perfect for you. Right now, get discounts up to $2,500 on 2022 GMC Sierra 1500s. Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Shop the lot or online at schmidtchevrolet.com.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Ram fans, listen up. We know you like winning because it's what you do. To get a big win in your next step of education, consider Rend Lake College. With over 100 programs, NJCAA sanctioned athletics, affordable tuition, and small class sizes, you know you'll be taking home the dub with this high-quality education. You could join the workforce with the skills you'll learn through a certificate or degree program, or go on to a 4-year college at a fraction of the price. Take control of your future and visit us online at rlc.edu. Rend Lake College. Your journey starts here.
Chris with Bean Insurance Agency. We've been serving the listening area for over 20 years. Our office has a combined experience of over 75 years of insurance knowledge. We have multiple companies to choose from, so you get a great rate, and we strive to provide the best customer service around. This combination has won Beat Insurance Agency multiple awards over the last 20 years. Call today and find out for yourself at 618-242-6017 or stop by 1310 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show starts now.
94.1 FM, or watch us live on the Section618.com app. We're here at the half where the Mount Vernon Rams lead the Centralia Orphans 25-22. And Hank Evans alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Henry for the Rams. Obviously, that was a big turn of events, not only to end the first quarter with a 3, but to end the second quarter in the half with a big bucket.
It was certainly a game of runs as Mount Vernon jumped out to a 9-2 lead early and about 3 minutes in, and then Centralia storms back a 16-3 run, into the first quarter. They're up 6. Well, Nesbitt makes that big 3 at the end of the first quarter, 18-15, and then Mount Vernon outscores the Orphans 10-4 in the second quarter, and it's more Nesbitt basically the whole quarter as he had 10 points in the second quarter.
Walk-in Wednesdays every week at Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. You get the opportunity to walk in, visit with HR, interviews on the spot, and qualified candidates will be hired on the spot. What's Chaos Cage doing? They're helping the cheer squad here, as we have some. If you're watching on the Section618.com app, you can see this. 4 gentlemen on the floor spell out Rams as they contort the bodies to work the alphabet. But be that as it may, we'll have more Walgreens Distribution Center halftime coming up, including a replay of the Nesbitt play to end that first half. We'll talk about it when we come back. But also, for those of you listening on the radio, it's the same exact broadcast on the Section618.com app, or find us on YouTube at WMIX Sports. It is Roku, Amazon, it's whatever mobile platform you have. It's friendly to where you can watch on your smart TV, provided that you have the YouTube app installed at WMIX Sports. 25-22, Rams at the half. This is your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
This is Carmen Huey Dykeman of Huey and Newell Funeral Homes.
And this is Marty Mills.
We know that the weeks between Thanksgiving and the New Year can be joyful but stressful. While these times are enjoyed with the warmth of your families, it can be very difficult for those that have experienced a loss. This is a time to reflect and remember the wonderful memories we have shared with our loved ones.
And let us keep in our hearts and minds all the men and women who are currently serving in our military, especially those who are unable to be with family and friends this holiday season. May all our prayers and thoughts continue to be with them and their families.
When you think about planning for tomorrow, it may seem overwhelming. At Country Financial, we have a suggestion. Don't get overwhelmed, get started. Because when it comes to solving the big challenges of tomorrow, you can start with simple steps today. With personalized insurance and financial services that can have a big impact on your family's future. Country Financial. When you're ready to start, we're ready to help. I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. Please visit my office at Historic 1004 Main Street, Mount Vernon, or call 242-4024.
It's truck time here at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Chris Wilson here. If you've ever wondered what you'd look like behind the wheel of a brand new Tacoma or Tundra, I'm here to tell you we can make it happen. Not only are these trucks dependable, they are sharp. We've got 60 months, 4.29% APR for qualified buyers. And with interest rates these days, you know that won't last long. The Tacoma and Tundra are both loaded with features you won't find on any other truck models. Come check them out at Munkin Toyota and tell them Chris sent you.
I hear people say that global warming is affecting the storms we have here locally. This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wild. And my question to them is, does it really matter? In my business, no one ever asks why the storm hit their home. They just want to know, can I rebuild it? If you're not certain if your home can be rebuilt or what's actually covered in your policy, then stop by my office, find me online, or flag down the State Farm Jeep. Don't assume you know how your insurance works. After the storm, it's too late to find out. Call us today. We can help.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX.
94.1 FM, or watch us live on the Section618.com app tonight. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside for the Walgreens Distribution Center halftime. 25-22, the Mount Vernon Rams lead the Centralia Orphans here at the half. Before we get to the scoring and stats, let's watch that play again on the Section 618 app. Simmons misses the 3 here, just front rimmed it, but A nice move by Devontae Nesbitt to get the rebound and stick it back up and in. As a result, the Rams have that 3-point lead here at the half, and the scoring and stats will also tell us additional info.
All right, here we go for the Centralia Orphans. They were 3 of 8 from 2-point range, 4 of 8 from downtown. That's 7 of 17 from the field, 41%. They made 4 out of 5 of their free throws. They only put 2 players in the scoring column. It was Titus Ashford with 5, and that leaves 17 points for Cruz Harlan, 13 in the first half, 4 in the second half, and he's got Mount Vernon in a little bit of foul trouble with Nesbitt with 2, Millsap and Richardson both with 3, trying to chase him around. For the Mount Vernon Rams, they were 5 of 10 from 2-point range. Hot early from 3, cooled off in the second quarter, 4 of 12 from deep. That's 9 of 22 shooting, 41%. They were 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Rebounds and turnovers, just about a wash. Had Mount Centralia 12 to 10 rebounding edge. And the Orphans also had 1 more turnover, 7 turnovers to 6 for the Mount Vernon Rams. Much like Centralia, Mount Vernon only had 3 players in the scoring column. R.J. King with a big offensive rebound, stick back, got fouled, made the free throw. He had 3 points. Colin McClure on fire in the first 5 minutes of the game, had 3 3-pointers, 9 points. And then leading the way, 13 points, getting to the rim at will. I expect that to be an adjustment for the Orphans. It was Devontae Nesbitt, Boo-Ray, 13 points. Mount Vernon Rams jumped out 9-2 early. Centralia stormed back with a 16-3 lead. Nesbitt hits a 3 at the end of the first quarter. It's 18-15 going into the second quarter, and Mount Vernon really played well in the second quarter, outscoring the Orphans 10-4. Nesbitt with a big rebound, stick back at the horn, brings us to our halftime score. Haven't led these guys at half for quite a while, several years. So Mount Vernon Rams 25, Centralia 22.
We'll get you set for the second half in a moment, but first, Walgreens Distribution Center announces walk-in Wednesdays every week from 11 until 1 at Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon. If you're looking for employment, meet with HR on the spot, and qualified candidates will be offered immediately. Walk-in Wednesdays every week, Walgreens DC in Mount Vernon. When we come back, it'll be the second half. After the first half, it's Mount Vernon Rams 25, Centralia Orphans 22. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition via the Section 618 app, powered by Rend Lake College.
To the third quarter we go. Rams start with the basketball. They lead by 3, 25-22. All the action night driven by Holzhauer Auto Motorsports. But a steal at the half line by Cruz Harlan. He'll be fouled in the front court by Roland Adams, and that'll be the first foul of the half for either team.
That can't happen.
Nope. Not up 3. Coming out of a successful finish to your second quarter.
Something to watch here, trying to guard Cruz Harlan. The Mount Vernon guards picking up fouls. Looks like Adams may start the second half on him. Let's see if the Rams can do a better job taking away the backdoor cuts.
We're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, where they have orthopedic urgent care now open. No appointment necessary. Walk in daily 8 to 4. Daryl Jones will inbound for the Orphans. Looks like Ashford stumbles off of the right elbow. They're about out of time. They're able to get it into Harlan. Loses his defender. Step back 3 is going to be short. Rebound will be tipped away. Recovered by Luce. Good job by Ja'Kai Brown. Now they find Titus Ashford to the left sideline. Daryl Jones blows baseline, and shot won't count. It'll be a foul on the floor of the Rams' second.
That's 3 fouls on Richardson. Tim Holloway is going to have to go deep into the bench here.
If you've been injured, call Hannigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust, as we'll use one of those, more of a burgundy orphan towel. Figured they'd have the bright blood red, crimson red, cardinal red.
Looks like Price coming in. He's going to help out. He's going to have to guard Jones probably.
It's tough to find towel colors these days. Options. Wiping up the hustle off of the floor.
Yeah.
7:39 left in the third. Jones looking to inbound. Now looking for the back door. That'll be behind everybody's back. Ends up with Ja'Kai Brown beyond the arc. Over to Jones. Might have gotten away with the travel. They throw back to Brown. He'll cut it to one. Slipped the defender inside the block where he was tucked. Got the layup. Ja'Kai Brown gets on the board. That's 25-24. 1 point game, 7:20 left, third quarter. Rams with the basketball. It's Nesbitt. Off elbow, inside. Runner, kind iron. They'll take it.
Centralia's done a real poor job of keeping Bourret out of the lane.
Thought that might be a problem tonight. If they could execute, that would be problematic for the Rams, but Bourret's gotten his.
I'm surprised they're not sagging off on the shooters a little more.
Jones off at the far sideline in front of the Orphan bench with 6:57 left in the third. 3 point game, 27-24. Left wing, Brown wants the three. No. That's a shot nobody wants him to take, except for the Rams.
He may be Coach Bennett's wanting a foul. There's no way.
There's no roughing the kicker on this one.
But I don't think Coach Bennett's real thrilled with that shot. I'm just guessing here.
Not real thrilled about a lot of things right now.
Got a feeling Ja'Kai is going to take a seat.
With an affordable close-to-home education, NJCAA-sanctioned sports, and over 25 different clubs to join, Rend Lake College offers everything you could want and then some. Visit rlc.edu. Your journey starts here. Streaming presented by RLC. Rams lake to the floor inbound, up 27-24 with 6:43 left in the third. Off of the left wing here is Roland Adams. Looking at the top for McClure. Again, started 3 of 3 from beyond the arc, and they've guarded him a little since. Roland Adams, a ball fake, throwing to the right side. Price, back to Bourret. Looking for the high ball screen. There it is. Between the leg dribble, backs it up beyond the arc with 6:26 left in the third. Throws right side. McClure guarded, contested. 3 on the way, off the iron. Rebound will go to Collins. Now the Orphans of the basketball. Cruz Harlan into the front court. Deep 3 on the way, short. Team rebound, and the Chaos Cage going to let him have it. Fisher Davis and company wearing suits tonight, pretending to be ESPN in this Chaos Cage.
They dress better than we do.
Well, I used to dress that way, but you get over it after a while. 6:02 left in the third. Nesbitt trying to go
That's
left.
A flop.
Got away from his defender. Now wide open. Wants a 3. No. Back iron. Rebound will trickle away. Good touch by Price. It's Roland Adams that comes up with it. 5:50 left. We are in the third. Rams by 3, hanging on 27-24. Right hand dribble gets back to the left side for McClure. Off of the wing for Adams. Quickly finds Nesbitt. Trying to buy something inside. Cross dribble. Now throws left. There's RJ to the bucket off the triple team. Goes straight up. Gets the shots. He'll have 2 at the line.
Centralia
Notice what he did not do.
Is indeed trying to take away that penetration. That's going to open up some passes for hopefully the bigger guys.
No bringing that ball down either.
Big guys, all of them. Just the first instinct, they want to be dribblers.
First free throw good for RJ. 28-24. The lead is now 2 possessions. Largest lead since the first quarter for the Rams. 5:33 mark of the third here. Ram of the week this week, Devontae Nesbitt for his effort last week. Sponsored by Josh Finley at Cutter Financial. Talk to him today. And talk about how he can ensure the future you're dreaming of as King makes both free shots, and it's 29-24. Ram lead is a nickel, 5. Daryl Jones across the timeline. Right-handed, we're going to leave it for Harlan. Blows past his defender, and then they throw it out of bounds. Too hot to handle for Titus Ashford. Turnover Centralia. Down 5 now are the Orphans with 5:22 left in the third. .5:15 mark third quarter. Nesbitt will kick to the outside. Roland Adams wide open. No. Now inside, Nesbitt looking to the back door. Great pass, but the Rams can't hang on. Thought they lost it out of bounds. No. Jones picks up the loose basketball into the front court. Collins up the right side. Had it stolen away. Nothing the Rams can do about it. As Nesbitt could not come in like that, come back inbounds and touch the basketball as such. Had to let it roll out of bounds. It'll be Centralia basketball. Good job by Navante either way.
Looks like Centralia's picked their poison on defense. They're going to make Mount Vernon shooters beat them.
Short corner pass to Collins. Looks to the deep. Uh-oh. Ashford shook his man. It opened up Harlan. He'll get the jumper. Just a simple 17-footer for Cruz. He's having a big night, 29-26.
19 in the game, and that's a lost start, the mid-range game.
Tony Wilt, your good neighbor State Farm agent. Find him around town in that famous white State Farm Jeep. As we saw a moment ago, have to pick it back up. Marion was trailing Altough. Baseline runner coming. Look, turned into a layup try for Marlon Price. No good, but he'll go to the line to shoot a couple. At least it looks that way. That'll be Collins' second foul.
It's second team foul on Centralia. As Marlon Price will be at the line for two.
Well, those pesky Wildcats have stormed back 27-18 over Altough at the half. Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. Two at the line coming here for Marlon Price. Straight out of a 7-3 football season for the Rams. Well,
absolutely.
There we go.
7-3.
Unintentional. That's where my mind goes.
Yeah.
4:33 left in the third. 30-26 Rams here by 4.
I see several football players on the court.
Absolutely. Makes them both. Marlon Price, bully board number 4. 31-26 lead is 5 for the Rams again. 4:29 left, third quarter again. That's the time remaining here. Cruz Harlan into the front court off of the right wing, looking left for Daryl Jones. Left-handable, now right, now left, off of the elbow, back to the wing. 4:18 left. Harlan near the scorer's table, throws to the right side for Jones. They leave that for Lush. Left-handable to the top. Nope, Ashford wants a deep three. More like a knuckle puck.
A great box out, R.J. King.
And there were a lot of things wrong with that trip down the floor for everybody. No calls on any of it, and the Rams will get the basketball. McClure pump fake, throws left. Roland Adams with it beyond the arc. Now Bourret with it off of the arc. Looking for the right-hand dribble against Harlan. Throws to the right side, Price. Marlin, left. Finds Roland Adams with 3:45 left in the third. The action tonight powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Buying a vehicle, simple, easy, and fun. See for yourself at holzhauers.com. Ooh, coming around here is Nesbitt. Slipped a little, regained control, and goes back to Price to reset near the timeline. May not be pleasing to the eye, this possession, but the Rams still have the basketball, and they give the Price from Nesbitt, who got away with a walk. Nope, late call. Had the feeling something was going to go wrong. That's where it did, and with 3:21 left in the third, it'll be Orphan basketball.
Got Pilson checking in for King.
Swing by Culver's and try a juicy Butterburger, or treat yourself to a frozen custard. Your Mount Vernon Culver's at Veterans and 42nd Street will have their 3 stars of the game in our postgame show. Look for the play underneath. Collins was left all alone, and then the hand check. Why?
Can't do that.
Rams will pick up the foul. Orphans will get 2, looking for 3 to cut it to a 2-point game.
You're
it's
right.
31-28.
That's a layup you just got to give up.
The shot was already up and headed to the basket and almost in, and then we did the laissez-faire hand check there. Where that came from, I don't know.
I like that. That's speaking French now.
No idea. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where Bart drank the antifreeze and can suddenly speak French. Yeah. In and out there, looking for the tip back is Centralia, and we're going to have a foul from behind. You got to be kidding me. Watch them hands. Put them in the pockets that you don't have.
Well, you got to have that rebound, too.
3:05, third quarter, 31-28, Rams by 3. Orphans a chance to cut it to 1 or possibly take the lead, or tie it, I should say. Come on, Hugo, do the math. Daryl Jones with it on the wing. Has plenty of time, 2:58 left in the third. Goes off right side. Got a double back, come off a curl, left-hand layup's good. They cut it to 1, Daryl Jones.
That's his first basket of the night as he came in averaging 14 points a game.
31-30 as the Orphans on a 4-0 run. Good play. Bourret into the paint. Layup good.
I'm surprised with the ease that he's getting into the lane.
He's doing it. They'll take it. Harlan with the basketball. Cruz across the timeline to Daryl Jones. Right-hand dribble. Not going to go back to Harlan. Trying to rid his man. Goes back door. Ja'Kai Brown high off the glass and good. Back to a 1-point game. 33-32, 4 in the quarter for Brown. 2:12 in the third. That's the time remaining. Rams up 1, 33-32. It's Bourret with the basketball. Dribbles left wing, now up top, throws to McClure. The hot hand is cooled a little bit. Price off the sideline to Roland Adams on the wing. McClure, wide open triple, yes! Big, big, big Mason Sons Plumbing three-pointer. Colin McClure is fourth on the night. He has 12. It's 36-32. Rams are up 4. Another Mason Sons Plumbing three. 1:40 left, third. Daryl Jones gets to the basket. Layup's no good. Heard the footsteps. McClure the rebound for the orange and black. Dressed in white. Bourret across the timeline, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. They throw Pilson. Wyatt going to drive. Spin move. He'll lose it, blocked from behind, and they call a foul to bail it out. That looks like a good defensive play from here, but Wyatt Pilson gets 2 from the free throw line.
Got Cashies in. Might have got a break there.
Wyatt had a decent night against Taylorville. I know he had a big night in the tournament one night. His opening night against Planet Granite. He had 8. First free throw here. Need it? Nope. No good. Here in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, as time right now paused, but ticking away in the third quarter. Ram lead is 4, trying to make it 5, which would be, again, tying their largest lead since the first, and neither one good. Rebound will be tipped out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Roland Adams. Either way, that call was going to benefit Centralia. If it wasn't the ball out of bounds, it was going to be a foul on Adams. Both legitimate.
Got Ashford and Collins check back in for Centralia.
Adams, Millsap with 3 fouls. Millsap has 3 fouls. I don't know why I just interjected that in there, but the rest of the team is King, McClure, and Price. Up top, Daryl Jones. Going to go left, throws off to Lush. Coming around, Ashford on the far sideline near Lee Bennett. Right-hand dribble top of the key. Going to throw to Jones, back to Dustin Collins. Dustin with a Y. Left side, Ashford. What do we got here? We got something going on in the paint. Rubbin's racing. And it's going to be on R.J. King. Contact Josh Finley at Country Financial to help protect what matters most. He's your local Country Financial agent in Mount Vernon, sponsor of our Ramp of the Week award. Congratulations again to Bourret.
Be the 5th team foul on Mount Vernon, just the first on King.
Where are we at? Oh, there we go. I thought, nope, there had to be something when they're bringing the towels back out.
Whose quote is that? Wiping up the hustle? Is that Mike Richardson?
Dr. Mike.
That was, he's forgot more about basketball than I'll ever know. And he was my peewee coach a long time ago.
56.4 seconds, more specifically 56 4/10. As the inbound will come off of the baseline for the Orphans. It's going to take them almost longer than that to get it in. We'll have a 5-second call, but Lee Bennett gets a timeout call.
Oh, no.
Rams fans are going to be happy.
Oh, no. He called 5 seconds. Oh, my. Oh, Tim's, don't get a technical, Tim. I know. I don't know how you don't right here. He had the 5 feet. Hey, Quinn McClure trying to get Holloway out of there. I don't blame.
Here's the problem. It's a subjective call on both sides. And the other issue is going to be that the side official can argue that Lee was trying to get his attention to get the timeout that entire time.
Yeah, you just feel like the guy with 615 wins tends to get those breaks.
That's the bad part about that type of call. I'm not saying you're not wrong.
Yeah,
I don't mean it like that
when
whatsoever.
You're a second and third year coach going against Lee Bennett, that stuff right there just drives you nuts.
Sure, when you already feel like the guy with all those wins is already getting the breaks, and then that happens with your team up 4, would have been a big turnover.
It drives
me
nuts.
Shift.
Let me rephrase. It drives me nuts.
Oh, judging by Tim's face, he was 2010 sectional mad, so
and good for them not giving him a technical.
And that will be a missed opportunity. As Portner would say, ball don't lie. As the Orphans miss a chance there, and the Rams get the defensive rebound. So there you go. 43 seconds left in the third. 36-32. Rams with the basketball. Quentin Millsap from Colin McClure. Deep left wing at the volleyball line.
Get it to number 5 here. Quit messing around.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. Millsap doubling back. They are all over Nesbitt. Millsap, no look. Backdoor, and RJ, no good. Stolen away by the Rams, saving it in the backcourt. Unbelievable. They go to Millsap on the near side. Cutting to the basket. Layup no good, and a foul. I don't do replays very often of missed layups, but we're going to watch that entire thing transpire again.
Watch the whole sequence and watch how Mount Vernon's hustling all over the place.
And that'll end up sending Devontae Nesbitt to the free throw line.
Those are winning plays in close games.
While they wipe up the hustle, Tim Holloway is going to use this as a de facto timeout.
Be the third foul on Dustin Collins.
6 seconds left in the third quarter. 36-32.
Assist to Coach McClure, helping wipe up, and he kept Tim from getting a technical.
The Orphans have not called a timeout for those of you watching at home. We missed a timeout earlier and just want to make sure the scoreboard is accurate for you so you know the situation. Possession arrow does belong to Centralia. 6 seconds left in the third. 36-32. So you love to try to get some offense here going out into the quarter with the Orphans starting the fourth with the basketball. As the first free throw is good by Nesbitt. 37-32, and you'd love to have a full two-possession lead here going into the fourth. Knocks it down. Still 6 seconds, though, and plenty of time for the Orphans to get a bucket. 5 seconds left. Darrell Jones across the timeline with three. Throwing to the right side. Ashford at the buzzer, wide open. No. Oh, boy. Woo. We will head to the fourth. Mount Vernon 38, Centralia 32. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
There's only so much time in the day. That's why People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with P&B To Go mobile banking. P&B To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with P&B To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
94.1 FM, or watch us live on the Section 618 app or WMIX Sports YouTube channel, where the Mount Vernon Rams head to the fourth with a 6-point lead over the Orphans, 38-32. Centralia starts with the basketball here in the fourth quarter.
And Roland Adams has guarded Harlan this second half and done an excellent job.
Things you would have never seen at the turn of the millennium. Duke Hoyne beats Cairo tonight, 78-25. Rams have defend here. Centralia down 6 with the basketball. That's a Tony Wild State Farm scoreboard. Right-hand dribble here. Dustin Collins throwing to the far sideline for, lost the names all of a sudden. Ashford, now to Jones. Goes right. Has it stripped on the way, but that'll be 2 shots at the free throw line. Got a little too much arm on that one, and Darrell Jones will go to the free throw line for a pair.
Might have to sag off Jones by about a step. Try to make him shoot a jump shot. Be the 4th foul on Millsap.
38-32, the tune of this one, with 7:34 to play in the fourth. Rams by 6. Jones looking to chip away with time temporarily stopped, otherwise known as a pause. First free throw, front iron. Short rim that. We'll see if he overcompensates on the second. 26 seconds into this fourth quarter. The Rams still up 6. Darrell Jones at the free throw line, shooting the back end of 2 after the 4th foul on Millsap. Makes the second.
Kerry Richardson's checked in for Millsap.
And it's 38-33. Rams hanging on here. 7:30 mark of the fourth. Contact Josh Finley at Country Financial. Talk about how he can help ensure the future you're dreaming of. As the Ram of the week, Nesbitt, gives up to Richardson. Short corner. Looking for the bounce pass to RJ. Battles the defender and gets it up and in. Good post move, RJ King. Puts the Rams up 3 possessions, 40-33. Their largest lead since it was 12-4 in the first. Harlan into the corner. Ashford thought about it too long. Gave to Harlan for the NBA three. Good. Mason Sons Plumbing three-pointer cuts it to 4, 40-36. Don't leave Harlan wide open anywhere.
Again, he has range out to about the volleyball line.
And now Nesbitt has a wide-open curl opportunity on the baseline. It'll be blocked out of bounds. Last touch by Dustin Collins.
Uh-oh.
It'll be Mount Vernon basketball and hobbling off. Looks like maybe a cramp. I hope that's all it is for Bure.
Yep, I believe that's cramp.
I hope it's not a visit from our friend Charles Horse.
Mount Vernon's got all 5 timeouts, correct?
Right. Yes, and right now it looks more like a power play, so the Rams need one more guy. All right. 5 skaters on the ice, and away we go.
Yeah, it's definitely a cramp. Hopefully get him back out here quickly.
McClure will inbound. Mid-post feed. Turnaround coming, RJ. What's the call? From the far side of the floor, they give the shot into the free throw line to shoot a pair. We'll go RJ King, who will almost has to be one of our Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game tonight with how he stepped up on the floor.
And, you know, this is his first year of varsity play, and the improvement he's made since last week is glaring. He's found a different gear, more aggression, and he's figured out he's the biggest, strongest guy on the floor.
First free throw good. He has another.
Front iron.
No good. Rebound to the Orphans. Rams JV wins tonight 54-41 over Centralia. Right now the varsity leads by 5. Big three for Harlan. It's short. Second air ball tonight. I'm only keeping that stat because that's not something you ordinarily see out of that young man.
Adams has been able to use his length to give Harlan a little bit of trouble here in the second half. Centralia picking up full court here. Now let's get it to one of the guards.
6:29 left in the fourth quarter. Across the timeline, speeds Colin McClure.
Timeout.
He was trapped there on the far side. This will be the first Ram timeout of the night. Presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Advanced care close to home in the King City. 5-point game here. 6:24 left in the fourth. 41-36 is the Ram lead.
Here's a big spot in the game here with Nesbitt out. Who's going to help handle the ball for Mount Vernon? Centralia is going to start double teaming. They're going to really pressure the Mount Vernon guards with number 5 over there getting worked on. Good timeout by Tim Holloway. That was going to be a turnover.
So with 5-point differential, 6:24 left to go on the fourth quarter. This is probably the largest Ram lead in the fourth against Centralia in a while.
Yeah, I was curious about that. I don't remember Mount Vernon ever really leading any of the games last year. I believe the COVID year they had a lead up at Centralia most of the game. Need to get Nesbitt in there ASAP.
Still working on him.
Cramp looks like working on that
As we
calf.
are, as a matter of fact, in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, and as they would say on the back of many of their T-shirts, who's taking care of your Rams? And it's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
Got a score from the Marion game. They're up 47-27 over Althoff.
That one changed in a hurry. It was an Althoff lead after 1, and Marion just stormed back. Process elimination, that would suggest Carbondale Cahokia. Out of the Ram timeout, sponsored by SSM Health, Marlon Price has the basketball right of the circle. Now to the left side, let's see. Cole Timmons looking back to the right for Colin McClure. Roland Adams, the Salem transfer with it. Again, we'll stop saying that probably about midway to the season or the holidays, which are rapidly approaching. As they look for the lob to RJ, it's tipped away. Last touch by Cruz Harlan out of bounds for Centralia. It's Mount Vernon basketball. 41-36, 5:56 left in the fourth. The action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports, number 1 volume dealer in Southern Illinois. A quick inbound from McClure to Marlon Price. Slipping his defender is Cole Timmons to get it up top. With a right-hand dribble now between the legs, veers left, gives to Marlon. Price on a curl, stops top, hands off. Adams looks back to the right side for Price. We're on Devontae watch at the moment. He's back on the bench. That one got away from Price. He was able to get it away before an over and back.
It's danger time right now.
And without Devontae Nesbitt on the floor, Rams content with just trying to kill some clock and find the right opportunity as Roland Adams has it. He'll go left hand, now behind the back, and throws to the volleyball line for McClure. Collin, 4 big threes tonight for the Rams.
Double team.
Trying to break through traffic. The Rams will fight for it. They lose it again. Recovered by Collin.
There's
a lot
a
of
foul.
pressure here, and then a foul. And that'll be the 6th on the Orphans, which means both teams are in the bonus the rest of the way.
I think there was a couple fouls there, Chris. Centralia is doing a lot of hacking, gambling.
5:12 left, fourth quarter.
Both teams will be in a bonus here on out.
5:06 left. 41-36 Rams. They lead by 5. Looking for the lob, unforced error. Blown play. Daryl Jones recovers, goes for the layup. It's blocked, and the rebound will go to Marlon Price. Rams looking for something cooking in transition. Up the left side, Roland Adams. Pops from 10. Yes! Rams lead at 7, 43-36. Roland Adams gets on the board. No better time than the present with 4:40 left in the fourth. Daryl Jones with the basketball for the red-clad Orphans. Almost lost in the paint. We're going to have a foul on Price, and that'll send the Orphans to the line for the 1-and-1. Streaming presented by Red Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. Read up on their more than 100 degree and certificate programs. And remember, your journey starts at Red Lake College.
Number 5 coming back in for the Rams.
Maybe they gave him some water and a banana.
Yeah.
Get that potassium in there. Get rid of them cramps. Daryl Jones at the free throw line. First is good. He'll get another. That's why they call it the bonus. 43-37. The lead is trimmed to 6. Could be 5 by the time that number 54, Daryl Jones, is done at the free throw line. That was the second on Price. Is now the free throw good. 43-38. Rams doing just enough.
Orphans picking up full court. Probably try to get the ball out of Nesbitt's hands.
As Nesbitt blows past the defense. Wide open 3, Adams. No. Back iron, no good. Rebound, RJ. Lost it at his feet. Picked up. Loose basketball, Millsap. Saves it to Nesbitt up top, McClure. 4:20 left in the fourth. 43-38. The Ram lead 5. Didn't quite go down low post the way they wanted, but able to save the possession. Now Nesbitt to the top for Roland Adams near the midway point of the fourth quarter.
Kings had his best game as a Mount Vernon Ram.
Nesbitt will back it up to the Ram head at the center circle. Right sideline, Colin McClure with the basketball. His little brother and incoming future Ram, Trevor, looks on. Back to Colin off of the sideline from Roland Adams, and we'll have a reach foul. And to me, not the guy you want to foul and send to the free throw line, but be that as it may, to the line to shoot a 1-and-1, number 15, Colin McClure.
McClure will make these. Third foul on Luce, 7th team foul on the Orphans. Nobody the Rams would rather have at the line right now than Colin McClure.
.352 left in the fourth quarter. Colin McClure at the line for the 1-and-1. First free throw is en route and a rare miss. 3:50 left, fourth quarter. Cruz Harlan into the front court for the Orphans. Pardon me, Freudian slip there. He'll come back to the top, slips, but maintains his dribble like a good point guard.
This floor is kind of shaky right now. People slipping all over the place.
Mount Vernon Rams hockey tomorrow. They got the ice underneath.
Yeah, with that weather, that's definitely some condensation.
3:30 left in the fourth, and now we'll have a double dribble. Woo. Mark Parker, Jimmy Cowson, and Shane Bennett, your officials tonight, have done a great job. 43-38. See many of these guys around the holidays at various tournaments as the Rams almost lose it in the backcourt, but Nesbitt able to get across. Bounce pass to Roland Adams.
Centralia going to start trapping.
Between the circles for Boo Ray. Boo Ray hoping to make the Orphans go boo-hoo tonight. 3:15 left in the fourth, 5-point game, 43-38. Millsap will kill some time. Throw back to the left wing here for Devontae. Back to Millsap. Looks into the corner. Adams wide open 3. No. Orphans get the rebound, gobbling it up. Nobody there for the Rams, and they go the other way with Daryl Jones at the right wing. He'll throw up a 3. No. RJ the rebound for the Rams, and a foul, and RJ King going to the line for the 1-and-1.
I'll just let the cat out of the bag. RJ King will be one of the 3 stars of the game.
Tony Wilt, your good neighbor State Farm agent. Find him around town in that famous white State Farm Jeep. Those scores you've heard tonight. presented by him. JV big win, 54-41. You would think they would only be 1-0, but they actually played twice last week in the Stovetop Stuffing Classic. How, you ask? Well, they play JV games at times.
I think that's a very good deal that tournament has going.
That's what makes it a good tournament in that regard. First free throw, RJ good. He'll get another. The lead is 6, 44-38, 2:50 left to play in the fourth. Hope you're listening and or watching on the Section618.com app tonight. Don't forget, if you're at a game, you can submit videos and pictures from any game you attend. It's the Section618.com app powered by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. As that free throw is powered by R.J. King. Rams up 7, 2:49 left in the fourth. Across the timeline, Daryl Jones looking to go right at it. Kicks into the corner. Wide open Ashford three. No good. Front iron. Good focus by McClure for the rebound.
Great box out. Textbook.
Nesbitt across the timeline. Evades a Cruz Harlan tip. Got it to McClure.
Got plenty of timeouts here if Mount Vernon gets in trouble. 4 left.
The pesky Harlan is all over Roland Adams. Good defense there. He is everywhere in this switching man defense. And you know why it hurts so bad to have lost him last year and what a difference he's making for the Orphans tonight. So they fouled Timmons, and Cole will go to the line for the 1-1.
I believe Harlan, after Christmas or in early January, went out with a foot problem, missed all of baseball as well.
DLB going to call the SSM health timeout. As the Orphans will be down to 3.
Be Timmons going to the line, I believe, for a 1-1. And it's, boy, if he can convert one of these.
Rams now shooting 2 the rest of the way.
I mean, what a game King's had, really. He's looked like a different player than he did at times last week, especially rebounding.
Seth English was visiting with the officials, getting them a towel, and you're a Hugo short of a bald man quorum on the floor just then.
Bald is in. I'm headed that way myself.
So as they talk it over to wrap up on the final notices coming out of the timeout huddles. We'll have 2:21 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. The Ram leads 7. 3-possession game, 45-38. Rams with the basketball out of the timeout if memory serves.
All right. Cole Timmons will be at the line. Say probably one of the bigger free throws of his young life.
Timmons is at the line, shooting right now 1-1. Free throw no good. Rebound chased down by Collins. 2:18 left in the fourth. The action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports, where you can explore their multitude of vehicles in Nashville at holzhauers.com. Daryl Jones left wing from Titus Ashford. Back to the far sideline for Harlan. Into the corner now for Galouche. Caden will throw to the right side for Titus Ashford. Back up top, Collins. Right-hand dribble, hands off Harlan. Trying to get to the bucket. Nope, throws to the outside. Luce back to the outside. Harlan three. Short again. Rebound out of bounds. Daryl Jones appears to be okay. Went head first into it wouldn't be a basketball standard necessarily, but into the goal. Luckily, it's padded. He's fine. No worse for wear. And the Rams will have the basketball on the team rebound.
Adams has done a heck of a job on Harlan, just making him kind of have to fade away to shoot over the taller Adams.
Things starting to intensify here in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth as McClure inbounds. Roland Adams up ahead. 3-on-2 with the Rams, led by Nesbitt. They'll let the numbers catch up. Why not? Kill some clock. Uh-oh. Back pocket pick there. Harlan behind the back. It'll go to Jones. Layup no good. It was going to miss easily, but instead the Rams give the foul, and now to the line to shoot two will go.
I think
Daryl
Nesbitt
Jones
might have another cramp.
Get that kid some potassium.
Yeah.
BioLite, Gatorade, Liquid IV, something. I used to keep some in my bag. I'd have thrown it down there. Because nobody's more dehydrated more often than not than this guy right here.
Yeah, looks like me on about my third day out in Vegas. Get a little parched.
I still drink water.
I don't either when I'm in Vegas.
There's anywhere for me, I mean. Vegas, 62864, doesn't matter. First free throw on the way, Jones, is good. 45-39. It's down to 6 with minute 36 left here in the fourth quarter.
Rams got to make some free throws. They missed 2 front ends of 1-on-1 here in the last 2 minutes.
Second one in or out, and it's good. Makes them both 45-40. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Rams will inbound here. McClure.
Again, Nesbitt out of the game.
Timmons able to get it up ahead. Marlon Price into the front court right side. Over to Millsap, lost out of bounds, turnover.
Oh, my.
They had Roland Adams back behind everybody on the left block, beat the defenders back. Can't get it to him and then turn it over. Nesbitt back in, going to hobble around here with a minute 28 left in the fourth. And this is where the Orphans do a lot of damage.
Somebody from Mount Vernon had to step up and make a play.
Left side, Titus Ashford stepping to the top, throwing to the right side. Harlan for a three. No, off the back of the iron. Rebound, Logan Meyer. Into the defender, no call. They throw to the free throw line. Logan Meyer gets it right back on the outside. Right wing for Titus Ashford with a minute 10. Now to Logan Meyer. Throws over to the left wing. That is Daryl Jones. Ball fake. Nope, just a step fake. They'll swing it back around off a reverse for Titus Ashford. Less than a minute to play, and we'll get a timeout. Lee Bennett.
Great defense by Mount Vernon.
That timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home. 59.3 seconds left here in the fourth. 45-40 the score.
You would take that if I told you a couple hours ago it'd be up 5 with a minute left. You'd be doing cartwheels out here. But, man, Mount Vernon's had chances to put this away. You know it?
Well, if you're a Rams fan, some of the recent games with Centralia get in your head a little bit.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, Mount Vernon's not led these guys really in a couple years.
They do now, 45-40, 59.3 seconds left. Orphan basketball out of the timeout. The timeout was to save the possession, which was not going well for the Centralia Orphans. South 7 play tonight. The winner will be tied at the top with 2 other teams.
Watch for some sort of double screen. They're going to try to probably pick off Adams and get Harlan a look here.
We've seen a backdoor lob just once tonight, and it did not work. Daryl Jones will inbound. They find Harlan, hands it right back to Jones with 57 seconds. Behind the back dribble, lost. Got a hand in there, did the Rams. They're trying to force a jump ball. They will. Possession arrow favors the Rams.
That was
huge turnover here with 51.7 seconds left, and the Rams fans and Chaos Cage, well, just Chaos Cage on their feet.
Huge play, Nesbitt and Millsap.
Lived here 38 years, but something Rams fans are known for are numb hands after the game because they like to sit on them.
Yeah, let's get this crowd into it here.
Feel like you're from here, born here. You naturalized Mount Vernon citizen can say that. Yeah. Get off them hands and let's get up. Yeah. 51.7 ticks to go on this fourth quarter clock. There's an inbound to Nesbitt from McClure. Deep in the backcourt for Devontae. Trying to get across, and they foul him. 2 coming at the free throw line for Devontae Nesbitt. WMIX-FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, and all of Southern Illinois. A free service from Withers Broadcasting as we're dancing dangerously with the top of the 9 o'clock hour. For those of you watching in the Central Time Zone at section618.com. Or on the app or on the WMIX Sports YouTube. It's the first free throw. A miss by Nesbitt. Very atypical.
3 in a row missed by the Mount Vernon Rams. You didn't think it was going to be easy, did you?
Never is. 2 the rest of the way for the Rams with 10 Orphan fouls. 8 Ram fouls, so the Orphans still in the 1-on-1 as Nesbitt knocks down the second. 46-40. Full extent of 2 possessions. Jump stop in the paint for Harlan. It'll be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Rams as Millsap got a hand in there as Daryl Jones is having some trouble. So with 38.7 seconds left, that'll be Orphan basketball near the scorer's table on the far sideline from our vantage point here in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Quick throw in from Meyer to Harlan, trying to get to the basket. Shot's going to be blocked by Price. Rebound McClure. Collin with the basketball, trying to get into the front court. Good spin off the dribble, gets into the front court. He's fouled by Daryl Jones. Unless they whistle the second foul on Logan Meyer. And 2 at the line coming for Collin.
It's going to be hard to come up with 3 stars of the game if Mount Vernon finishes this off. It's been certainly a team effort and been a lot of stars on the defensive end.
First free throw is no good. He started like 29 at 29 last year, and then you had to point it out. And it's not been the same since.
He may not miss another one the rest of the year.
28.8 seconds left, and the free throw, good. There we go. .47-40. Harlan will kick to the outside and throws it away. A good pass, just the Orphans couldn't hang on.
Centralia scored 18 points in the first quarter. They've only scored 22 the rest of the way.
Yes, now we will have Tim Holloway won the timeout. See, it works both ways. It takes a second to react and see when the timeout is being called.
I'm still not happy about that one early, and you're not going to be able to talk me out of it.
Good peepers that time by Jimmy Cowson to call the timeout. And this timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home.
Rams
they didn't take a
bonus.
timeout off the scoreboard, I was right earlier when the Orphans still had 5, because they have it as 3 apiece on the scoreboard, which means my scoreboard could be wrong. 47-40, Rams by 7, 22.7 seconds to go, Henry.
Mount Vernon's going to try to get the ball into McClure for sure. If that don't work, probably Nesbitt's who you want when the money's on the line.
Orphanage is leaving town. Chaos Cage on their feet. No longer in the cage.
Still 22 seconds. I'm taking nothing for granted yet. It's just get this ball inbounds and get to the line. Let's see if McClure can spring himself free here.
The orphanages of the 90s would still be here. Millsap bounce pass into the backcourt with 22 seconds. They foul McClure, who struggled from the line tonight. Small sample size.
Uncharacteristic 1 of 3 from the line for McClure. I think he shoots them better than that, doesn't he? I'm kidding. This is the guy you want at the line. No doubt.
First free throw good. Ram lead is 8. Hope to make it 9. Number 15, McClure at the line. Knocks down both free throws. 9-point lead for the Rams. Harlan into the front court, leaving it at the volleyball line, but gets it right back from Meyer. Good ball fake. Running jumper at the free throw line, no good. Rebound will be tipped away. Luce recovers. They throw to Daryl Jones with 10 seconds. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound inside. Luce puts it back up and 1. 6.9. But still, all the atmosphere, all the energy that once was possessed by the Orphans fans in attendance seems to be a bit lost.
I think this is a score that'll be a little bit of a shocker all over Southern Illinois, but we're seeing Mount Vernon become an outstanding defensive team right before our eyes.
Missed the free throw. Orphans will get the rebound. Harlan for a 3, no good with 2. And the Mount Vernon Rams are going to win it tonight. 49-42, your final score. Tim Holloway with a shout out to Chaos Cage. As the Mount Vernon Rams win it by 7. 49-42 the final. We'll talk about it on your Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame show. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Listen up, Ram Nation. Winning is in your blood. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, you never settle for less than the best. When it comes to taking your game to the next level, consider Rend Lake College. With over 100 programs, NJCAA-sanctioned athletics, affordable tuition, and small class sizes, you know you will be getting a win with high-quality education. Whether you want to build skills and join the workforce or go to a 4-year college at a fraction of the price, RLC is the obvious choice to accomplish your goals. Visit rlc.edu. Rend Lake College. Your journey starts here.
Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. At Landers Towing and Collision, we think that building a winning team is essential to providing our customers with the best service possible. Some of the products we have to offer include pre- and post-repair scanning for a clean bill of health, unibody and structural repair measuring, frame measuring and repair, and ADAS calibrations. ADAS is a network of sensors, cameras, modules, and programming that assist in driving and parking functions. Choosing the correct team to repair your vehicle that has evolved alongside this technology is essential for a safe and quality repair. That's why we have spent countless hours providing our technicians with the highest level of training the industry has to offer. ICAR Gold Class Certified Collision Repair Training. We would like to welcome our newest members to the team, the Welch Collision Center family. Now with more locations to serve you, big or small, we tow and fix them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame show starts now.
The biggest of wins tonight in the regular season for the Mount Vernon Rams as they start the South 7 schedule 1-0 with a 49-42 win over the Centralia Orphans. 94.1 FM, or you watched it live on the Section 618 app as the Mount Vernon Rams victorious tonight. They improved to 3-2. The Orphans dropped to 4-1 and start the conference slate 0-1. Hank Evans alongside. I'm Chris Hugo and Henry for the Mount Vernon Rams. Obviously, celebration on the floor. It's been a while since the victory's tasted this sweet.
It's been several years, and this was a complete team effort, and picking the 3 stars a game is going to be the hardest part of my night. There was contributions by every single person that got in a game, and especially on the defensive end is what we're going to talk about quite a bit here.
We'll have the scoring and stats still to come in this one on your Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. Superior selection, superior service. Your perfect ride awaits at Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC in Mount Vernon, where you can always schedule your service appointments online at schmidtchevrolet.com. We'll take a break, come back, catch you up with scoring and stats in this one as the Rams win it by 7 tonight, 49-42 over the Centralia Orphans. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Ram fans, listen up. We know you like winning because it's what you do. Here is your chance to get a big win with your next step in education. Rend Lake College has over 100 programs, NJCAA sanctioned athletics, affordable tuition, and small class sizes. You know you'll be taking home the dub when you enroll in this high-quality educational experience. Apply the skills you learn in the workforce or continue to a 4-year college at a fraction of the price. Because at Rend Lake College, your journey starts here. Visit us online at rlc.edu today.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
94.1 FM, or we're live on the Section618.com app with this Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame show. Superior selection, superior service at Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC in Mount Vernon. With Hank Evans, I'm Chris Hugo, and Henry. Big win for the Mount Vernon Rams tonight, 49-42 over Seatown.
Not all wins are created equal. This one's a little sweeter than most, as Mount Vernon hasn't beat these guys. And can you tell me the last time? It's been a couple years, let's say that. And they got the job done on defense as Centralia scored 18 points in the opening quarter, and they only scored, little math real quick, 24 the rest of the way. So I'll go ahead and jump right into the stats. First for Centralia. They shot at 9 of 18 from 2-point range. However, only 5 of 20 from 3. So that's 14 of 39 from the field. And that includes 2 of 10 in the fourth quarter for Centralia. 36% from the field. Shot 9 of 12 from the line. For Mount Vernon, they were 9 of 15 from 2-point range. 5 of 18 from deep. 14 of 33 for the game, 41%. Shot 23 free throws, making 16. Rebounds, turnovers, pretty well a wash. Centralia, 22-20 rebounding edge. They also had 2 extra turnovers, 12 turnovers to 10 for Mount Vernon. First for the Centralia Orphans, it was Ja'Kias Brown with 4, Titus Ashford with 5, Caden Lush and Dustin Collins with 2, Daryl Jones with 7. Leading the way for the Orphans, he had 17 in the first half. Held to only 5 in the second half as Roland Adams was switched out on Harlan to start the second half. 22 in the game for Cruz Harlan. For the Mount Vernon Rams, they put 5 in the scoring column. It is Marlon Price with 2. Roland Adams with 2. R.J. King with his best game, in my opinion, as a Mount Vernon Ram. He had 10. Colin McClure with his best game of the season. He had 15. And leading the way, as he has all year long, tonight for sure, Boo Ray was the best player on the floor as he had 20 points. Mount Vernon, I already gave those. They shot at 14 to 33, 41%. Shot good enough at the line. Got a little hairy at the end as they missed 3 front ends of one-on-ones, but they are victorious as they win 49-42 to move to 3-2 overall, 1-0 in the South 7.
Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame will continue in a moment. Mount Vernon victorious, as Hank said, 49-42 over the Orphans. Orphans dropped to 4-1, 0-1. Rams are now 3-2 and 1-0 in the South 7 Conference. We'll try to also get a look at a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard in a moment, as well as your Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game. And we wrap it up here from Shagnon Gym from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Are you ready for your team to get their license? I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. I know it's a little scary when you see your kids backing out of the driveway by themselves for the first time, but knowing that your young driver has the proper protection from Country Financial could make you feel better. Call today, 242-4024, or visit me online at josh.finley@countryfinancial.com.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin. Just ask our team member Marcus.
Let's just say you can take the restaurants out of America's Dairyland, but you can't take America's Dairyland out of the restaurants. Like the real Wisconsin cheese on our juicy butter burgers, the farm fresh dairy in our fresh frozen custard, even our crispy golden Wisconsin cheese curds. It may sound cheesy, but we love where we come from at Culver's.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to Delicious.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game are next.
94.1 FM or watch us live, section618.com app tonight. As we wrap up your Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame show, before we get that Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard, let's get to those Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game.
I have to pick 3, right? I can only pick 3. I'm going to do my best here. Number 3, Navante Nesbitt, 20 points. Centralia really had no answer. They could not keep him out of the lane. And he had an excellent game, and he's had an excellent season so far. Number 2 star, he only had 2 points. You think I'm crazy. Roland Adams. Why is he the 2 star? He guarded Harlan the entire second half, and that was the really game changer as Cruz Harlan had 17 in the first half. Got the Rams guards into all kinds of foul trouble. Switched out Adams onto Harlan. He had a couple extra inches of length. Forced Harlan to look like to fade away on a few of those 3-pointers. And for my money, one of the differences in the game. And that leads into the number 1 star with his best game as a Mount Vernon Ram. R.J. King has improved tremendously in the last week. He only had 10 points, probably had 10 or 12 rebounds. And when the Orphans brought in Dustin Collins, he's had a big year starting out. He was all tournament last week. He's averaging 12, 13 points a game. Only had 2 points tonight. So number 1 star, R.J. King, it really has improved tremendously over this season so far.
It's a big win for the Rams tonight, 49-42, the final score. Quick Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard as we stay in the South 7. The Marion Wildcats a win over Alsop tonight, 62-42. And Carbondale knocks off Cahokia, 59-51. The Rams host Alsop next Friday night here at Shagnon. Before any of that, they have the Salem Wildcats coming to town tomorrow, 5:30 in the Southern Illinois Classic. We'll have it for you here on 94.1 FM, or you can watch it live on the Section 618 app. Before any of that, support the Lady Rams as they battle the Alton Lady Redbirds, who come off a win against Edwardsville on Thursday. That's last night, if you're keeping track. Lady
that
Rams.
Was the first win for Alton over Edwardsville since 1998, 55 straight times. And in 98, I was taking chemistry probably in high school. So it's been a minute. That's a very good Alton team coming in here tomorrow morning.
Lady Rams a tough loss in a winnable game against Effingham last night, a team that they battled in the 3A regional, beat them last year. And then last night, Lady Rams had a good start. In the first quarter, were up. Then a 19-3 run by Effingham. Lady Rams were able to get it to about 6, maybe 5. They did miss a score. We did confirm last night they missed the free throw from Justice Malone, so it should have been 1 point close for the margin. That won't impact anything but Vegas. So Lady Rams did fall last night, but it's a good Lady Ram team tomorrow. Come out and support them. It's the Southern Illinois Classic. You can always bring your radio, or if you can't make it, you can watch live right here on the Section618.com app. Regardless, final score here, the Mount Vernon Rams 49, Centralia Orphans 42. And it is a big win for the Mount Vernon Rams here at home.
They've certainly developed an identity. They are becoming a very good defensive team right before our eyes. And we kind of thought coming into the season they would hang their hat on defense. They struggled rebounding the first couple games. Well, mainly R.J. King has really improved that aspect of the game. And I think when teams come play Mount Vernon, it's not much fun to try to score on this Mount Vernon team right now.
Boy, it is not. And the Rams have found something here tonight, and they hope it'll continue tomorrow night with the Salem Wildcats. 3 stars of the game presented by your Mount Vernon Culvers. If you're looking for a fun, fast-paced, good-paying job, work for the Blue Crew family at Mount Vernon Culvers. Go to culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon, Illinois, and apply today. Mount Vernon may get it for you. There's a lot of Mount Vernons in the United States of America. So there you go.
Like 50 of them?
Not quite.
No.
That was a rumor one time. I think the most commonly named community is only like in 33 states, if I remember right. I researched that in 1990. So it could be a bit of an outdated metric. But
all right.
There we go. That'll wrap up our Schmitz Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. Appreciate those of you who accessed us tonight, whether it was on WMIX Sports YouTube or the Section618.com app or right here on 94.1 FM. As the Rams will get back at it tomorrow against Salem, 5:15 will be your pregame. Let's face it, it's a shootout. It won't be at 5:15, but that's what we'll tell you. 5:15 tomorrow here on 94.1 FM, where you're watching it live. Section618.com app. For Hank Evans, for Jeff Crow, for Brock Myers back at the Mount Vernon studio. I'm Chris Hugo. Final score from Shagnon. Mount Vernon 49, Centralia 42. So long.
Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX and the Section 6.